Wildcard pick'ems. Oh, that was terrible.
And you gotta
Terrible.
no.
Oh, should I not be doing it?
Yeah, you shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it.
Scream out your window.
Sorry.
Maybe we'll pick it up.
YouTube us at Go in the Goat House is back with Wildcard pick'ems. We're here picking every game for the playoffs all the way through. We're even picking the Super Bowl. Don't worry. We got you covered. You guys can pick as well. We'll put a link pinned in the comments. There's a playoff pick'ems group. You pick more than just games. It's pretty cool. Check it out. If you follow the Twitter, you already know. You're already in it. So you're going to want to follow that Twitter for several reasons. Constant NFL content, everything. Subscribe. Full playoff coverage, full offseason coverage with the draft. We had a mock draft just go up. All kinds of content. So, yeah, just go ahead and do it. The final regular season leaderboard, I did it again. 174. Danny got 171. Junior passed Pete.
I don't want to talk about
In
it.
the last week. 170 for Junior,
The
169 for Big Skin.
The Dolphins blew it.
Dolphins blew it, yeah.
And the Cardinals blew it because Kyler Murray.
Well, technically, Junior blew it for me because he told me to pick other things that I didn't want to pick.
Wait a second.
He said I didn't have the balls to do it. Joke's on you, I have the balls.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
I got the balls.
Yeah, let's not be doing that now, okay?
Okay.
The viewers leaderboard, it finished off with Niner Gang with 180, Quebec Steelers in second with 178. We had quite a few people tied in third. Very impressive numbers. Niner Gang, congratulations. Already congratulated him on Twitter, made a post. He's got some free Goat House merch already on the way, so what a beast of a season he had. Now we're starting fresh. We're going to have that playoff leaderboard. Old Yeller started late in the regular season, so he's going to get added to the leaderboard. And now we got the fans vote. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but that's added to the leaderboard as well. But let's get on to the wildcard picks. Colts Bills is the first game. The Colts are the 7th seed. They're headed to Buffalo to play the 2 seed hot Buffalo Bills. Anybody want to start us off?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the Buffalo Bills.
We should have started with the fans, actually, but you're taking the Buffalo Bills.
You
I'm a fan.
should have just said, "Is anyone picking the Colts?" That's what you should have said.
No.
No. We don't do that around here. The
So
fans,
disrespectful.
Look at that fan icon. It kind of blends in with the Bills. The fans are taking the Bills, and let's see. This is how you vote. This is where the fan vote comes from. You got to go to Twitter, link down below, at Goathouse NFL, and you see the Bills getting a whopping 87%. So surprised by maybe that number. And the
We got
Bills
an analytics guy now.
Yeah, we're an analytics guy, yeah. What?
We got
Wait,
one.
what?
We got one. So Dan's got the Bills. The fans got the Bills. I got the Bills.
I'm a huge Bills guy. I've always been a huge Bills
Pete's
guy.
always been a huge Bills guy. What's Junior feeling?
I got the Bills.
Junior's got the Bills, and Old Yeller has the Bills. It's what do we call this when we got six Goat House guarantees? No, it's 6. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's a Goat House.
Goat House guarantee.
It's a Goat House guarantee, and that's the end of it. Bills are hot. Can the Colts slow down this offense? Yeah, they have a defense to kind of slow it down. They have the defense to kind of slow it down. They can, take. I think the key is to take the ball away from Josh Allen. If you force some turnovers, the Colts can really turn it around and win the game here. They're a pretty balanced team. They're getting better on offense, so that's kind of what they got going for them. I think teams have found ways to kind of pass in the Colts a little bit, even though I still think highly of the defense. So I think Josh Allen has a pretty solid day. Will the Colts keep up? I don't think so, but it should be a pretty good game. How about that? Pretty damn good 7 seed, let me tell you.
That Bills pass protection?
It's looking good.
Something else.
Josh
Allen's got all day.
What about J-Train, though? J-Train's turning it up.
That could be a problem. I mean, like you want those tough runners in this time of year.
But is it enough to keep up with the rocket arm?
Probably not. Probably not. That's why I'm taking the Bills.
That's why we're taking the Bills.
Okay.
You're a little bit in my box right now.
Hmm?
You're a little bit in my box.
Get out of there.
Sorry.
Everyone with the Bills. The next game is the Rams at the Seahawks. Second game on Saturday. This is the 3-seed Seahawks home against the 6-seed Rams. Jared Goff, kind of a long shot to play. What do the fans got? I'm not going to pull up Twitter every time. The percentage is 72.4%. says the Seattle Seahawks. Again, if you want to vote for these each week, you better go to the Twitter. You better follow us.
Or else.
There's more voting.
Or else.
Voting for awards is coming up this week for a video. You guys are really involved going forward, so you're going to want to follow that Twitter.
Really involved.
Anybody else want to go?
I don't know.
I'm going to go ahead and take the Seahawks as well.
All right, Junior's taking the Seahawks.
I think even with a healthy Goff, I would take the Seahawks.
All right, you're a huge Seahawks guy.
Ooh, see, if Goff was playing, I was going to take the Rams.
Same.
Oh,
But,
you were not.
No, that's true facts, man. But if he's a long shot to play, I guess I'll be taking Seattle Seahawks.
True facts, man. Why are you talking like that?
I'm in the same boat as Dan, exactly. I just think the Seahawks have been really struggling to put up points. They had 6 points forever on the Niners this past week, and they finally got a bunch of points at the end of the game. But their offense has been struggling. I don't know what happened, but I mean, we thought Russell Wilson was going to win MVP in the beginning of the season. We thought Metcalf was going to lead the league in receiving yards, and all of a sudden that kind of just dropped off a little bit. But
they're saving it for the playoffs.
I mean, hopefully they're saving it for the playoffs here. But I'm hoping some of these NFC games turn out better than I think they're going to be.
Old Yeller's been really back and forth on this one. He's gonna. It sounds like he's gonna go with the Seahawks, but if Goff plays, he is taking the Rams. But there was a point in there where he said, "You know what? Even if Goff doesn't play, I'm taking the Rams." He was kind of feeling the Rams, but now he's thinking if he's out, he's probably gonna go with the Seahawks. So he's all over the place. He's back and forth. But just know, what if Goff plays? You said you're taking the Rams.
Most likely.
Pete's taking the Rams. Old Yeller's taking the Rams. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. I'll take Seattle. I don't know, though, because I think if a healthy Goff plays, is he 100% healthy, then I'll be taking the Rams. Seahawks, I think they saved a little bit on offense for the playoffs. We'll see. Rams have a stout defense, though, absolutely stout, and they could win the game alone. They just played each other 2 weeks ago. Seattle, a great defensive performance. The Rams moved the ball better than the Seahawks, though. They were either at midfield or they were in Seahawks territory constantly, but they just couldn't put the ball in the end zone. So it could end up being a close game. It's a rival game. The Seahawks have had trouble with McVay in the past, so who knows? That could pop up again. Jamal Adams actually could be out as well. I don't know if that affects anybody's pick. He could be out. Questionable at the moment, I believe. I'm going to take the Seahawks, so I think playoff rust kind of shows up, but this Rams defense, I think it's the best in the playoffs, so watch out for those guys, but it looks like it's another Goat House guarantee. We'll see if that'll continue here. The next game, the last game on Saturday night, the Buccaneers, the 5 seed, they're going to the football team. They're going to Washington to play the football team, the 4 seed. Washington squeaks in, winning the NFC East. This is interesting, though, because the Buccaneers have struggled this year against good defenses. Washington has a very good defense, and when Tom Brady's kind of off, it feels like the Buccaneers could be in trouble. So, but they're kind of heating up. Do you guys think they kind of struggle against a good defense, or what? Wait. What do the fans got? The fans got 72.4% Buccaneers. So the fans have voted for the Buccaneers. I'm surprised it's not more. For some reason I thought that would be more. I'm not saying it should be, but I was surprised.
I was going to say I think this would be another guarantee here because
you're taking the Bucs?
I think one of the worst football games I've watched all season was Sunday Night Football. That was just terrible. Like, it was terrible.
It's a different week, though.
Like,
I don't even
know.
True.
Like the NFC East.
Any given Sunday.
It's on Saturday.
That NFC East.
It's on Saturday, though.
That NFC East division, man. That week 17 they had, that was something. Like the Giants tried to give.
It was NFC East like.
Yeah, everyone was trying to give the game away, but unfortunately Washington got in the playoffs.
Say unfortunately?
Yeah, that's what it was like. Every team was trying to give away the game.
Yeah, but we wanted to do it for Alex Smith, though, right?
I think that's what the Eagles were
That's what
thinking.
the league wanted.
That's what the league
I'm
wanted.
going to take the Bucs. They're hot right now. I like them on both sides of the ball. Devin White could be out. Mike Evans still waiting to hear on him here, but doesn't seem to be as major. But I think they'll get enough offense. If I had to pick apart the Washington defense, which I like, I do think you can go deep on them. I think the corners, they could be on and off. They could be hot and cold there. So I think Brady could have some success downfield. They're not going to score a whole bunch of points, but I like the Buccaneers defense. They get pressure on you in multiple different ways from pretty much any angle possible. So that's what I like most about actually the Buccaneers there. So I'll take the Buccaneers.
What's Yeller got?
Yeller is going to actually go with the Buccaneers.
Who would have thought it?
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Buccaneers as well.
Dan's going with the Buccaneers.
I think we're finally seeing it. We talked about it early in the year that we were expecting the Bucs to kind of struggle to start the year, new cast around Brady, or Brady around a new cast rather. But now we're starting to see them light up the scoreboard, so I think it's gonna happen.
What's Junior
Yeah,
thinking?
I'm taking the Bucks as well.
All right, so Goat House guarantee in the playoffs. Is every single one of these going to be Goat House
No.
guarantee?
No, I don't think this next one is.
No, the Sunday games are a lot better.
Yeah, they're a lot better for.
First
we
game
already-
on Sunday is the Ravens and the Titans. This is the main event to me. This is the ball game of the playoffs of the week. We got the 5-seed Ravens. We got the 4-seed Titans. Elite run offenses, and they played each other this year. Went to overtime. The Titans. Derrick Henry busted through for a pretty big run to win the game. It felt like it was the Ravens game for the most part that game. This will be third game being played between these two teams since last year's playoffs. The Titans kind of somewhat of an upset, took down the Ravens, and they beat them again this year, like I said. So is third time the charm for the Ravens? Is it a matchup problem for some reason? Maybe the Titans just are a problem for the Ravens. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't really know who I'm picking in this one. It's the ultimate 50-50 game of the week. But what do the fans got? The fans on the Twitter, make sure you go follow us there. 58, is that what it says? 58.1%. The fans go with the away team. They're going with the Baltimore Ravens. They're pretty hot right now. Titans, their offense is pretty hot. I think the Ravens are hotter right now, I guess. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? What's Pete thinking? What is
Titans guy.
What's the Titans?
Oh boy, I was going over with Junior a little bit earlier. I was like, everything kind of points against the Titans here. It's just, it's like you already put me over.
Everything points against the Titans, and I put you over.
Everything points against the Titans, though. Really, it's just, I mean, we already talked about it. I mean, the Ravens are hot. The Titans' defense is down. It's the third time they're meeting. You think the Ravens are finally gonna get one here, a revenge game here. The other two that the Titans won against them was at Baltimore. Now it's in Tennessee. It feels like a good time for them to upset us, even though they're favored in the game. I mean, everything's pointing towards the Ravens to win this game.
Will there be a handshake in the middle of the field after the game?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Lamar Jackson, what is he, 0-2 in the playoffs? Is he going to go 0-3 in the playoffs?
It's hard to lose 3.
It's hard to lose 3.
Third time's the charm in the playoffs and against the Titans.
Jerome Boger's the ref.
Oh.
Don't like Jerome Boger.
So you're taking the Ravens?
But we're the underdogs, apparently, even though we're the 4 seed.
No, that's according to Twitter.
The Washington football team's the 4 seed.
The Ravens, I know, the Ravens are, I'm saying the Ravens are favored by 3.5 points.
ESPN Pick'ems has Tennessee favored by 52%.
Yeah, the Ravens are favored by 3.5 points. But
I'm taking the Titans, though,
I'm taking the Titans. That's the underdog mentality. I think they're hungry for more. They've been there. They have the experience in the playoffs from last year. I think they're gonna win this one.
Yeller's taking the Titans.
Whoa.
He's feeling the Titans. What are you guys going with?
I'm going with the Ravens.
You got
sorry,
the
Pete.
Ravens.
Sorry, man. The Tennessee struggling
Well,
defense. I'm sorry, man.
Well, good to great underdog story. Everyone loves a good underdog story. Great run offense. Give me the Ravens. They're doing it.
I thought you were taking. I was starting to move it over to the Titans.
Got them. Got them.
I don't know who I'm picking. No, I do
just
know
do.
who I'm picking, but it's a tough one. The Ravens are way more balanced than the Titans. They actually have defense. Titans' defense has got to be the worst in the playoffs unless they turn it around. They turn it up perhaps here. But then again, maybe why they have a good matchup with the Ravens. They don't have to focus on too many things. It's pretty much just game. I know it's easier said than done, but they're just got a game plan for the run, which I don't know if the Titans are that terrible at stopping the run. It's just more the passing game. So I think they're gonna let the Ravens beat them deep. That's kind of their. And, Lamar can throw downfield. I worry about the Ravens receivers a little bit. So the reason to pick the Ravens, I think, way more balanced. They're hot right now. I'm gonna go with the Titans. I'm gonna go. Derrick Henry was a problem for them last time, and the Ravens actually are second in the NFL and number 1. Or worse, I should say, in the playoffs they have the most missed tackles in the playoffs. It's a problem against this team, not just Derrick Henry, but guys like A.J. Brown, Jonnu Smith, even Tannehill. Seems like they're trying to do more read option, the Titans, and that's kind of throwing teams off. I think even more of it could be a problem. So for the tackling reason, that's kind of the main reason there. And the receiver difference. The Ravens receivers hurt them in big games, and Lamar's got to be just dead on with these throws downfield. And I think the Titans receivers will make a big play. I think that would be known as a bigger difference in this game. But
So funny that
take the Titans, but I worry about their defense a little bit.
yeah, so funny that that read option just so funny to watch because Tannehill's wide open every single time.
Yeah.
Everyone just goes for Henry.
Yeah, it's going to get in teams' head now too. Like we got to watch out for this, and I don't know. The Ravens are struggling to tackle. I don't understand what that's about.
Yeah,
but
we watched the game they played earlier in the regular season. A.J. Brown broke like 3 tackles on 3rd and 10 to take a slant route to the end zone.
yeah, I think the Ravens can make a run. This offense is dangerous. It's an offense that nobody wants to see. I think there's like teams that, there's probably coaches that are like, all right, the Chiefs are probably better than, maybe not the Chiefs. Like, I mean they are, but they're thinking the Bills are better than the Ravens. But I'd probably rather play the Bills. Do I want to go face Lamar Jackson? Like, what are we gonna do with this guy? So, and they're pretty balanced, so they can make a run. These teams, I actually might be more confident with the Ravens making a run over the Titans. If they win this game, I just like the way the Titans match up. But again, it could go either way. It's nice that we got a little split there, 3-3. I like that. It's going to be a good one. I can't wait for all
Yeah,
of
they're
this.
going, folks. Another split coming.
Another split.
Think so.
And we got the Bears and the Saints.
Oh.
We got the Colts and the Bears are the first ever 7 seeds in NFL history. Is somebody going to pull it off? The Saints are the 2 seed. We're going to New Orleans in this game. Let me tell you something. I got this whole speech, this whole spiel. Are you ready for it?
Let me hear it.
This might be the biggest. It sounds a little crazy at first. This might be the biggest game in in franchise history for the Saints. They've been in Super Bowls. They've won Super Bowls. So yeah, obviously put those at the top. But the Saints playing the first ever 7 seed, the Bears, who I don't think any of us really how their season was going, expecting them to be in the playoffs. I don't think playing against Mitchell Trubisky. Sorry, Bears fans, but
Talk
playing
crap about my team.
Yeah, sorry. No, this has
hey.
really, it kind of has something to do with the Bears. The Saints, they are about to be in maybe the worst cap space situation I've ever seen in my life. They're pretty good managing the cap when they need to, but the Magic's going to have to be next level. They're going to have to clear about $90 million in cap space. So basically what they did over the last few years was put themselves in cap space hell.
They're all in. They're all in is what you're saying.
So, yeah. The only way this is not a fail, a major fail, is if you win the Super Bowl. Everyone's goal is to win the Super Bowl, but not even the Chiefs are that far in the negative with all the money they're dishing out. So the Saints, it's a Super Bowl or bust year. But if you go into the playoffs against the first 7 seed in NFL history, the worst one in the playoffs, against Mitchell Trubisky, a team that lost 6 games this year, and lose, I will remember this forever. A lot of people will remember this forever. This will be one of the biggest fails in playoff history.
You're kind of hyping me up right now.
It's going to be a colossal fail. The Saints.
What I'm hearing is that
cannot
if the Bears win, it's a colossal win for the Bears.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
the Saints
Dan,
cannot
I like where this is
lose, and they won't lose. I'm taking the Saints.
What about the fans?
They're just better. The fans. I forgot about the fans. It's
We already know
weird.
what the fans are taking.
81.4% says the Saints. The Saints just have to. They got to get the job done. I don't remember who lost these games. Nobody has been a 7 seed, but who lost these? Wow, ask me 10 years ago who lost a 2 versus whatever. I'm not going to remember. 2's got the bye. Whatever. Used to have the bye. I'm not going to remember. I'm going to remember this one if the Bears beat the Saints.
What about Old Yeller?
Just a major fail.
You never know what that guy, what he's picking.
Oh, you know exactly.
Old Yeller, he's going to blow your guys' mind. He's going with the Saints.
Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, give me over there as well.
I want you guys to pick who you think's going to win the game.
Junior, go ahead, man. Go ahead and break it down for us.
Let me get Pete over there.
Let me tell you something. The only thing scarier than a Bears defense at Soldier Field is a Bears defense on the turf. The speedy turf is dangerous. I think that they're going to win the
record on
turnover
turf?
battle. They're
Somebody
gonna,
look
I
it
don't
up.
know.
Undefeated.
I don't know, but they're winning the turnover battle.
What's their
gonna
record
win
against
this game.
winning teams this year?
Not good.
Hey,
How many
they're
games?
winning the turnover
How many
battle.
wins? How many wins do they have against winning teams?
So you're taking the Bears?
Taking the Bears.
I know the answer. Do you know the answer?
Was it 0?
1.
One.
They beat the Bucks, or they beat the Bucks.
Oh, they got the Bucks. They did it.
Hey,
They did it.
That's a good win.
Yeah, they did.
If they didn't win that game, they wouldn't be in.
great win, actually. Can I go?
You go ahead.
All right. I'm focusing on the camera. You see this right here? We don't deserve it. I'm taking the Saints.
Oh.
We don't deserve it.
Hey,
Get us out of the playoffs.
At least you're honest. I
Yeah,
could respect it.
Get them out of the playoffs.
You got to respect it. I wanna
Junior over
see-
there.
I got to see something here if I can pull it up. It might be tougher than I thought. Turf? Oh, Junior's onto something. They're 3-1 on
See?
turf, ladies and gentlemen.
boy.
Told you.
They're 5-7 on grass.
Told you.
Is Danny switching his pick?
No.
3-1 on
We don't
turf.
deserve it. We don't deserve it.
I was talking to Dan about this yesterday.
Who they
This
play
is
on
the Zach
turf?
Miller revenge game.
Yeah,
This is where he caught that ball and destroyed his knee that was not called a
They
touchdown.
played the Falcons
This-
on. They played the Falcons on turf.
We did.
They beat him.
Lions.
Saints
Lions,
also got to
yep.
get over that hump of being
They beat the Vikings. at
disappointing in the
Minnesota.
playoffs. 2 years ago, they kind of got screwed, but
Get this game out of here. I'm
get-
sick of looking
are you
at it.
Hey,
done
you guys
with it?
can change your mind.
yeah.
No, I'm good.
We're
I'm
moving
good over
on.
here.
We're moving on.
If they win, it's definitely a turf thing, or it's a Saints thing. I don't know.
Could be a Saints.
It's
thing.
probably a Saints thing. This would be yeah. I already gave you my spiel. It's gonna be something if the Bears win. The Browns, not the Bears. The Browns, Steelers, rival game. The last wild card game Sunday night.
Sunday.
Browns at Steelers. What is that? 6 versus 3. They just played each other last week. It was a squeaker, but the Steelers had their backups in. But the Browns, I could see it. They weren't trying to show too much because they probably knew they were playing the Steelers again. I think that's probably why the Steelers sat most of their guys there. But yeah, what do the fans got? The fans, what's the percentage over there? 60.4. 60.4 says the Steelers are winning the ball game. Old Yeller, he's going with the Steelers.
I'm going with the Steelers.
Pete's going with the Steelers.
I feel even more confident, unfortunately, with the Browns news, the COVID news. But even before that, I was pretty confident in the Steelers winning this one. The Browns have struggled against AFC North opponents, and this is their first time in the playoffs for a while. So this is going to be something new for them. It's going to be something new that they have to experience. Some of the young guys on the team, like Baker and Myles Garrett, have never experienced a playoff atmosphere. I think it's going to be a little bit tougher than they think going into it.
Yeah, the Rona hit them hard. Stefanski can't even be at the game there. Can't even coach. That's terrible. Batonio's one of the best guards in football. He's going to be missing. And there's some more in the coaching staff. So it hit him pretty hard. But I'm going to be honest. I was going with the Steelers either way. Even though if it was full health versus full health, it would have been a toss-up kind of. It would have been close. But the Steelers match up well with them. They're gonna slow down the run. They're not going to stop it. They're going to make the Browns throw it. Air it out, which they can. But it's a tough defense. I think they'll get pressure on Baker. Yeah, but then mainly, I actually think the Steelers offense, which has been struggling, I think they can move the ball on the Browns. I'm not thrilled with the Browns defense. They can make plays. They can get their hands on the ball. Myles Garrett's fantastic. But I think the collection of Steelers receivers, they got to catch the ball first, though. Deontay Johnson, mainly talking to you. I think the wide variety of receivers are kind of a problem for the Browns secondary. So the combination of that with their defense, I think the Steelers win, but could be tight. Division rival game, so yeah.
We all know I'm a huge Steelers guy. Always have been.
Apparently a bigger Steelers guy than Bears guy these days.
Yeah.
And now we got Junior.
Yeah, give me the Steelers.
Taking,
Huge Brown guy.
Yeah, he's a huge Browns guy.
but he's taking the
I
Steelers.
am a big Browns guy, but I pick with my heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah? Your heart said the Bears?
My
Actually,
heart
yeah.
said the Bears.
Brain did not, though.
Brain, yeah, true.
My
Good
brain
point.
did not. Correct.
Good point. A lot of going house guarantees, but two games we did not have. Yeah. What game are you guys looking forward to the most? I think Ravens Titans. That's got to be the one.
Yeah.
I think this will be a good
I mean,
game.
I'm going to say the Bears game.
Okay. All right. What do you need out of Mitchell Trubisky? What do you need out of him?
No turnovers.
Just mistake-free football.
Mistake-free football.
He's done it before.
Just make the smart choice. Throw it away when you got pressure. When you got nothing, don't try to force it.
I mean, they did take the Saints to overtime, and that's when the Bears were really struggling. Now they're better, so maybe.
that was with Nick Foles.
No, I think the AFC games are more appealing
Yeah.
than the NFC games.
A lot of
in the first
AFC
round.
teams, a lot of
Hey,
good
but
AFC
it's the
teams.
Nickelodeon.
The Bears game's the Nickelodeon
Yeah.
game. I mean, even look at the Colts. The Colts are a damn good 7 seed.
Yeah,
They can.
That'll be a good game to watch.
They can. I was talking about this, and I was kind of going over strengths and weaknesses for the. Should we pull? We can pull this back up while I talk. It's kind of weird with that up. When I was talking about the Colts run a lot of cover too, and they do it at a high level. I think teams are starting to figure that out. But I think that. I think it's easier just to all of a sudden go man and cover 3. I think that's an easy adjustment. So I think the Colts could really throw some teams off. I think teams can be expecting what they're not actually doing. So maybe they can get in Josh Allen's head. Maybe they can create some turnovers. So I think the 7 seed over there has got a shot. Bears got a shot to play, I don't know what you want to call it, shock the world and make the Saints
Upset
have the
alert.
biggest playoff fail of all time. That would be pretty brutal.
I mean, would it be more brutal than the Minneapolis Miracle?
That was pretty brutal.
It was pretty brutal. That was pretty brutal. Don't think that'll happen again in some time, but we'll see.
Was that more brutal? Was the pass interference 2 years
Oh,
ago?
yeah.
For the
More
Saints,
brutal.
which one took more of a hit?
Yeah.
Which was
the Vikings.
That was going to the Super Bowl, wasn't it? Or no?
Yeah. The
So, NFC
Rams. The
Championship?
Rams. Yeah, Rams went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know which. Yeah, probably the PI.
Yeah.
But, yeah, let's see if they turn it around here. They got a good shot here against the Bears, but the Bears are kind of hot, except for the Packers game, so who knows. But, yeah, that's going to do it. I'll have my score predictions coming up Wednesday. Maybe it's already up by now. We got full playoff predictions coming. You guys will also vote for that on the Twitter. So we got a lot of videos still to come, a lot of prediction videos. Recapping the regular season with player rankings, top 100s. Those are all on the way in the near
Top
future.
100s.
That's top 100s after the playoffs. But, yeah, rankings, things like that coming up. Draft coverage, everything. We got you. Subscribe, follow that Twitter, smash the like button. Thanks for watching.
Happy birthday, Pete.
Goodbye. Happy birthday, Pete.
Thank
Goodbye.
Oh,
you.
happy birthday, Pete.
Thank you.
Happy
Birthday
birthday
to